had about a few hours to process this long weekend and this long time period I've had. And if I can be honest, I've had probably one of the greatest weekends I've ever had in my life. Uh, Lost my voice twice, but I didn't lose it as bad as I did night one. I had probably the greatest fun I've had at a wrestling event ever, and I've been to five now at this point. It was Money in the Bank 2013, Battleground 2017, Extreme Rules 2022, SmackDown, WrestleMania in this vicinity. And I can say with all confidence this has been the most insane experience I've had in my entire life. And to be honest, I really didn't know what to expect going into this weekend. Um, it was just a frantic scene of just everything that was happening. And all I could just think about was just being blessed and being happy and being thankful for the opportunity to live and do the things that I am able to do in this moment in time. But yeah, the night two of WrestleMania was pretty crazy. I'll just break it down in short details of like some of the important things that I think was out of the show. I'm gonna start off with the Intercontinental title triple threat: Gunther, Sheamus, McIntyre. In my opinion, it's the best Intercontinental title match I've ever seen in my life. Will I say it's the greatest Intercontinental title match of all time? Not yet. I still have to watch like some of the past championship matches of like the 80s. Steamboat Savage, I need to watch that one. I need to watch some of the other ones of the past. And really, that match was as brutal and hard-hitting as it got. It was a physically wearing and dreary kind of match that just really put you at the edge of your seat. And at the very end, you gave a standing ovation to whoever won, because at the end of the day, they busted their ass for that match in that moment. It was just chops after kick after punch after everything. It didn't feel like a triple threat where it was double team moves, or it didn't feel like a triple threat match where it was just like one person ganging up on the other. This was like each man just wanting that match and the title more. And it was so insane. It was as insane as it got. It was the most incredible match probably out of this weekend, besides the tag match and the SmackDown Women's title match. I thought for myself it was the best match I've watched so far in recent memory. I feel like I'm going to say that a lot about so many other things, but it was such a phenomenal match. Shout out to Gunther, Sheamus, and McIntyre. If this might be McIntyre's last WrestleMania, he went out on a damn bang. Like, McIntyre put on a performance of a lifetime. It's a shame he never really got his WWE Championship win in front of a crowd. But he did his damn due. Sheamus did his damn due. Give that man some respect. I know we haven't really given Sheamus a lot of respect over the years, but he deserves it. He's earned it for his incredible work consistently over the last several years, especially from the pandemic onwards. He's been probably the best hard-working wrestler in the company, in WWE, by far. The other match I want to talk about is the SmackDown Women's Championship match between... That was not SmackDown Women's Championship. The Raw Women's Championship match between Bianca Belair and Asuka. Another good match. I thought this match was fine for what it was worth. It really wasn't as underwhelming as many people thought. It was really good back and forth competition. Honestly, I am not upset with Bianca retaining her women's championship over Asuka. Though I always keep just thinking, when is Asuka gonna get that moment again? When is Asuka gonna be like the dominant force that she once was? Because this is probably, in her moment, the best that she's looked physically as, though. Physically as, I would think. But who knows? They're starting the streak for Bianca. I think she's going to be the new Undertaker of WrestleMania, maybe. Should be very interesting to see. It was a nice little spot where Bianca went from the KOD to an armbar by Asuka, which was awesome, and then Asuka tried to lock in the armbar again, but was countered into a KOD after a missed spot that went completely awry, but at the same time worked out perfectly. I thought that was a really good sequence, and it wasn't as bad as many people would think it would be. I thought this match really had good potential going into WrestleMania, and they lived up to it for sure. And there's one more, and this one really hurts to talk about because I feel conflicted. I feel conflicted in talking about this match. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. First off, what a match. As usual, Roman kills it against another great athlete. This time, Cody Rhodes. It was what you would expect from any main event match at WrestleMania featuring Roman or featuring Cody. It was anticipatedly exciting, exhilarating, thrilling. The spots in the match were superb. Solo interference was good. The Usos, after Cody had a multitude of kickouts in the referee bump, was great, with KO and Sammy coming out. And we think that it's all going to end at some point. We all think that Cody, we think that Cody's going to get the win. Solo comes out then afterwards. Hits Cody with a spike. Roman hits a spear. 1, 2, I'm hoping for a kick out, and then 3. The reason why I'm conflicted about this is because I love Roman Reigns. I think being the final boss of wrestling has always been his best suited character. This has been the best Roman in ever. The Tribal Chief still continues to be the hottest thing in wrestling. He's still that damn good. He's so good in the ring. He's so good on the mic. He's so good when it comes to selling an event. But then I'm looking on the other side. I'm like, he's held on to that title for nearly 3 years. The Universal titles he's held on for since August 2020. He unified the titles at WrestleMania last year. On this day. You think it would end at some point, but it isn't. It isn't at this moment. And the right guy was there. Cody Rhodes, 1 year ago to the day yesterday, returned with a purpose. And the purpose was to fulfill the dream that his dad couldn't fulfill or his brother couldn't fulfill. He has been all over the world. He has been in any kind of predicament that you could think. He's so close on so many occasions. He's been ROH champion. He was the first TBS or TNT champion. Started up AEW. He's NWA world champion. His character is the epitome of hard work, dedication, grind. Somebody that knows the business. The moment was there. Worked hard from injury. After being injured, comes back, wins the Rumble. Puts on great match after great match. Cuts great promo after great promo. You think the moment is there. He's with his daughter. His wife, Brandy. -1. Brody Lee Jr. is there. It's gone. Cody loses. Cody loses in heartbreaking fashion, looking up into the lights. His first WrestleMania main event against a man that has done this ever since WrestleMania 31. It's a tough pill to swallow. It's a tough pill to even look at. It's like one of those pills you look in your hands and say you don't want to take it, and then you force fed it. That's what it is right now with this particular moment. But it doesn't feel like for me I'm being force fed this. Because in my opinion, I want Roman to actually reign as champion for longer than Bruno, for longer than Hogan. For me, I want him to be the forever champion. I know it's impossible in this age, but it's doable. And in a sense, this is the forever reign of Roman that WWE have been planning and have planned out for a long, long, long time when he was first WWE champion in 2015. Couldn't do it then. 2016, couldn't do it then. 2017, well, 18 really, couldn't do it then. 2020, it starts. The pieces fall in. Turns heel. It's good match after good match after good match. Cuts good promo after good promo after good promo. Beats everyone that you can name off the piece of a sheet of paper on the roster. In big time matches. All of his matches, superb, amazing, phenomenal. Why complain? Because it feels like at some point it should end. That's what a lot of people were thinking heading into this night. Heading into night 2, last night, many people thought it would end when Cody, the right guy, the right place, the right time, was going to win. Didn't happen. But it adds a different character arc. It adds a different story, a different chapter. There's a quote that I'm going to quote Triple H on this. The story doesn't end. In WWE, we don't finish a story. There's a new chapter. It's kind of paraphrased it, but it's a new chapter. It's always a rewrite in an unfinished product. Even when the product is finished, there's still more to add still. And that's what's happening right now with this story. That's what's happening right now with Cody. There is more to add to his story, to his fairy tale ending. But for Roman, the story continues. He's the most dominant force in wrestling today. He's the strongest, most unfazed man in the world. And whoever beats him at any moment in time is not only going to get the biggest reaction of their career, they're also going to get the biggest celebration and have the most heavy of weights on their shoulders. Because you just beat the tribal chief. You just beat a man that's been dominating WWE for probably the last 5-7 years. So I'll say, you can't just include his Universal title match. You gotta include like years before. He's been dominating WWE for a long time. Who should beat him? Who knows? Cody is still right there. Drew is actually still right there. Sheamus is right there. Hell, Randy Orton is right there. If he's healthy and he can do it, give him that chance. There's a lot of history. And nobody has come through in big matches and big moments more than Randy has. I'm talking about Randy Orton for sure. Or what about a new star? Maybe somebody from NXT. Maybe a Braun Breaker who's on the verge of coming up on the main roster. It's going to be a big-time guy. Or a new signing. Say, Nick Aldis. If he thinks of signing with WWE, he's immediately going to be put into the picture of the WWE Universal title. There's no way with a guy his charisma and his signature doesn't get added into the Universal title picture. Or a Jay White coming from New Japan, one of the best heels in the game, one of the best characters in the game. It's a who's who. But for right now, the forever reign is not stopping anytime soon. And we are at witness to a man that is going to continue to grow as an undeniably dominant fixture in the world of professional wrestling. You can love it, you can hate it, but in the end, when it's over, we're going to respect it. Let me know what you thought of WrestleMania in the comments. If you thought that there's a match that I missed out on talking about, let me know. I have Night 1 up. I also have SmackDown video. I actually have a couple of vlogs on my channel, so if you want to check those out. On my other channel, I should say. If you want to check those out, I'll leave a link to that in the description when I can. Thank you all. From the bottom of my heart, it's been an unbelievable journey. It's been an absolute incredible ride of my life. Tomorrow I head back home to Philly, put in a grind. We do this all over again next year in my city. Peace, love, bye guys.